Peter 2:13 and 14. Hupotagete passe anthropine ktise dia ton kurion ete basileos hos huper erkanti ete hagegosen hos die autu pempa menois eis ekdikesen kakopoion epainon de agatha poion. Okay, now let's see what these mean. Be respectful of all creatures. An interesting phrase, be respectful. Now, you will notice that is it's a aorist passive imperative second person. Now, we're taking this imperative, but it's passive. Note that. So the issue of deponency comes into play here because more and more this idea of deponency is falling out of use. Here you have a passive verb that you're not made to respect. I mean, he's not saying that, but he's saying that we ought to initiate this type of respect upon ourselves. So in that sense, it's more like a middle than it is a passive. There's actually a category that Miller gives on this that makes the passive a passive of reciprocity. That is, it's passive in form, but the action comes back on the subject of the verb. Okay? So, be respectful of all men, and this is could be translated human, okay? Human creatures because of the Lord. Now, there's an interesting phrase. Now, what does that mean? Well, there are various meanings. So if you do your paper on this, you're going to need to work through the ideas. It could be, there are four interpretations here. It's either institution or it's all people. Third view would be other created beings like masters, husbands, church leaders, and so forth. Or a fourth view is that it's just simply a construction that's setting up the group of people that he's going to start talking about, the kings and governors and so forth. So you'll have to work through that and decide what you think it means. So here then are some of the categories. Ete, whether kings as those who oversee or as their sovereign, or whether governors as through him. Now, interesting phrase. What does that mean? Possibly through him may be referring back to the Lord, that the Lord has sent these people for a purpose. Whether governors as through him having been sent, okay, and they are sent in order to render justice on the evildoers, see the kako, evil, poion, doers, and then give praise, epainon, upon the good doers. Okay, so that will get us started on the translation. Let's now look at some of this morphological stuff. Now, hupotasso. This is really an interesting, very interesting word, and I'm going to tell you what I've come up with. I'm still searching on this. I looked for over an hour to find something really, how these sigmas come into play here. But let me just give you how it is formed. So it's hupo plus the stem, and it really has to do with ancient Greek and how Greek came through. And it's so we've got hupo, tas. Now, if you look up in your principal parts, in the aorist passive, you're going to see the actual stem is tag. And my challenge is how these sigmas are getting to this gamma. And I don't know the answer to that, but I am going to find out. Okay, so when that happens, when you add the theta, normally you're going to see the theta eta. That theta is going to drop out in front of this gamma, leaving only the eta. Okay, so let's go ahead. You've got that there. The theta drops out. So then let's put the gamma in front here, and then you add your imperative inflected ending there, and that's how you get hypotagete. Okay, let's look at the next one. And if I find out more, this word shows up again, I believe, and so if I do, I'll share with you what I find out. Okay, Pempomenois is from Pempo. Let's see, I jumped down a verse. Excuse me. Huper ekonti comes from huper echo, and we have a present active participle dative masculine singular. So we take this lexical form. This one's pretty straightforward. Add the connecting vowel plus the new tau, and then the case ending. Okay, so that one's as kings who are sovereign or rule over. Huper is above. Okay, in 14 then, now we get to Pempo. We just have the one word here, so we have a present passive participle and dative masculine and dative masculine plural. So we have this change here from this passive altering of the stem here. So you have pimp, and then you pick up, let's see, pimp. Oh, wait a minute, that is the lexical form. Yeah, my bad. This is straightforward here. Pimp plus, and there it is from the, we just took the omega off, plus the connecting vowel, plus the passive participle marker, men, plus the case ending. Okay, there you have it.